Hello guys, welcome to my channel Code by Ones. Today we are going to solve the problem bulls and cows. You can find the problem link in description. So let's begin. So in this question we are given that you are playing a game bulls and cows game with your friend. Okay, you write down a secret number and ask your friend to guess what the number is. Okay, when your friend make a guess, you provide a hint with the following info: the number of bulls which are digit in the guess that are in correct position. Okay, so it is given that the number of bulls are those in which the positions are correct. This means that this is our string, right? It has some like A, B, C and D, and this is our friend string. Let's assume it is A, C, C, F. So in this case, our number of bulls is equal to the number of correct positions. Like if we move this pointer to here and move this pointer to here, we can see that A is equal to A, or the first index is equal to the first index. The value at first index is always equal to the first index. So we can say that bull is equal to 1. Right, now we move this and move this. So here we can see that both of them are not equal, or the second position of the strings are not equal. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a cow and we are going to put it 1 as they are not equal. Then we are going to increase the pointer and we can see that on the third position C is equal to C. So what we are going to do, we are going to increment our bull count and make it to 2. Now as we can see, now we are going to move the pointer and we can see that F is not equal to D. So we are going to increment the cow pointer. So in order to give the answer, it is given that the given secret string of return the hint should be on X, A, Y, B, right? And X is the number of bulls. So X is the number of bulls, and how many bulls we are getting from this example? 2A, and same with goes to cow 2B. So the answer of this test case is equal to the 2A and 2B. Now let's move to the this part, right? So here and it is also given that the numbers can be in from 0 to 9, right? So we are getting a hint of a frequency array, right? So let's discuss this first. What we are going to solve this, how we are going to solve this question. So basically what we are going to do, first we write the string, right? 1807 and 780 10, right? Let me clear it. 10. Okay, so this is a string 1 and this is a string 2. Now what we are going to do, we are going to make two arrays basically, because here two strings are given. So what I am going to do, we are going to make two arrays, and the size of the array is equal to the size of array, how much the value it can take. Like a single element of string can take a value of 0 to 9. So what I am going to do, I am going to make an array of 9 indexes, or a size of 9, right? So I'm going to make like this, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and same goes with this also. So I'm going to point this and this. Now as we can see, 7 is not equal to 1. So what I'm going to do, this is my first one and this is my second one, right? And this is my second array. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go at the first index of this array and mark it as 1. Like initialize it all by 0 and increment it whenever the count says increment it. Okay, now 7, uh, this array 7 element is going to 1. Okay, now move the pointer 7 and 8. Now as we can see that 8 is equal to 8. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to maintain a counter or a temporary memory, where we are going to store the value how many times it is getting the same input. So 8 is equal to 8. So this means that they are same, and this will goes into which count? This is going to in the bulls count. So 1. Now 0 is not equal to 1. So what we are going to do? We are going to increment it by 1 and this 1 by 1. Like we are going on the index sides and increment it. And 7 and 0. And where is 7? 7 is here, incremented by 1, and 0 incremented by 1. So which formula we are going to take for cows 1? We are going to take the minimum of what? We are going to take minimum of the indexes at this position, at this indexes, right? So minimum of first of this index, let's say this index is G and this index is S. So G of I, S of I and G of I, minimum of both of them will be the cows one, right? And we are going to add it each time, right? C plus minimum of this and this. So how much it will get? It will get, at first iteration it will get 1, then 1, and each time they are all zeros, so it will take the 0 0 0 0, and from this position it is 0. So 0 and minimum of 0 and 1 is also 0, and like this, and it will, at the end it will get 1. So how much it cow count will be? It will be 3, and the bulls count will be 1. So we can say that, output is always 1a and 3b. So this is the process we are going to follow, right? Let's see the code for the more clarity. Okay, so here is the code, and what I am going to do, I just make two pointers, uh, a count and b count, where I am going to initialize the counters. Okay, so here I just made two vectors like I showed you in the intuition part or the algorithm part. I made the two vectors, and the value of both of them is from 0 to 9, because the condition says that it can be only single digit number. So single digit number are from 0 to 9. That's why we are using 0 to 9 value index. Okay, now we just check the condition that if the strings are equal or not. Like if the given strings are not equal, like if the size of both of them are not equal, like if this is the of my friend string and this is my string, and they both are not equal in the length, so what I'm going to return? I'm going to return 0a or 0b. This is just a base condition that we are following, but we don't want this. So what we are going to do, we are going to iterate through the strings. Now as you can see, we are iterating through the string, right? And we take the character at the secret index and the guess index. So after getting both of them, we just have to check that if both of them are equal or not. If they are equal, we are just going to add it, right? Because this is the bulls one, and in bulls one we are just adding it. And if it is not equal, this means that this counter will go to the cow one. So what we are going to do, we are going to go at that index, like we are going to go at that index and increment at in that position. Like if it is it is 8 in the it is 8 in the guess string and 1 in the secret string, and as we can see they are not equal. What we are going to do, we are going to the 8th index of the of this index and 1 to the this index, and we are going to increment it. Like if it is 0, it's going to be 1, and if it there is 0, it will be going to 1. Okay, after all this step, after all the iterations, what we get the modified array, right? We get the modified array, and in this modified array what we are going to do, I told you, this is the thing we are going to do. Like we have to find out the minimum of vector I and vector G, and we are going to increment it. Now we increment it and we have to return the string in this format. Like this is the bulls one and this is the uh, cows one. So this is the how we are going to solve this question. I hope you like my explanation. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more upcoming videos.